What is going on, guys? It's Almost Average here. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 mistakes I see people make all the time in Minecraft. We're going to get right into it today. We are in one of the storage areas of my realm world here. And what I want to talk about first is getting rid of junk. So a lot of people, they go mining, they're thinking like, hey, iron, coal, gold, all these things are super important. This is what I need to bring back to my base. And yeah, that's true. Those things are very important, but what they don't think about is cobblestone. They toss cobblestone, they toss stone into lava, and it's just such a waste of resources and time because you spent the time mining that, so why not keep it? Especially if you're going to do projects later on that are going to require a lot of stone. And as you can see here, I keep all the stone from my projects. I think this is a great example right here for why you should keep stone and not just throw it away like a lot of people do. I did not have to go mining when I decided I want to build a castle. I already had all the stone because at this point in the game, I have collected so much just from going on all my mining trips to get enough iron for my beacons or just anything like that. So it's really useful to just save your products so you don't have to go later on and mine a bunch of stone when you decide you want to build a castle. Alright guys, the second thing I want to talk to you about today is potions. So a lot of people, me included, I just started doing this fairly recently, is they make the brewing stands, they do a couple potions, and then they never touch them again. They forget that they exist. And it is a dangerous habit of mine too, but potions are extremely useful. I keep a shulker box of potions on me at all times now because I've started to use them a lot, and they're super helpful. Some of the most essential potions to keep on you are potions of fire resistance and regeneration. Those are really going to help you out when you're trying to just survive in the nether while collecting wither skulls or other things like that. Another one that's super useful is the potion of slow falling. This one is really useful when you're fighting the ender dragon because if it hits you into the air, you don't have to worry about trying to get a water bucket underneath you in time. You can just rely on this potion and not worry about taking that fall damage. So the third thing I want to talk about is not having goals for your builds. And what I mean by this is doing big projects requires a lot of individual goals. Otherwise, some of your big projects might never end up being finished. So this project that I did above like the main portion of my house, it was a lot of different goals. I didn't just do the build. I did, okay, one day I want to do this tower. One day I want to do the barn. One day I want to work on the farm. It's setting small goals in your builds that really help finish it off. Like the castle that I was looking at earlier when talking about the stone, that was a very long build because it was so massive. So you had to say, okay, today I want to work on the floor, or today I want to work on this wall. And doing things like that, you'll end up finishing a lot of big projects that you never would have before. So another one I want to talk about is mass smelting with coal. So I didn't know this until recently, but coal blocks are actually way more efficient if you are smelting things at a much larger quantity. So if you're doing a big stone project and you need a lot of smooth stone and you're going to do like stacks on stacks of smooth stone, it is way more efficient to use blocks of coal because they actually do 80 items per block of coal, and one coal only does 9 items. So it is way more efficient to use blocks of coal as long as you keep really refilling this so it doesn't run out. Another really good thing to use is buckets of lava, but coal is way easier to find and store as coal blocks, so that's why I prefer to use coal blocks instead. One coal block smelts 80 stone or any item that you put in, so one block right here will get you a stack and 16 of whatever item you are smelting. So it is super useful if you're doing big quantities. If you're just smelting a couple pork chops, stick with the piece of coal. So another huge mistake that I want to talk about is not using redstone. So a lot of people don't like using redstone because it's complicated or they just don't know how it works. And I totally get that because redstone can get super complicated, but it's a huge part of the game and can help you out a lot. and make everything so much easier. This right here is just a simple redstone clock that's on top of my mob farm that I got from a Hermitcraft video. And that's how a lot of figuring out how redstone is going to work when you're starting out. It's going to be a lot of YouTube videos, mostly from guys from Hermitcraft because they are extremely good with it. Once you spend a bit of time playing around with redstone though, you kind of get the hang of it and you're able to do things on your own. I've been trying to figure out recently how to do things on my own, and I've had a pretty good success rate when it comes to using redstone. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. It's a brand new style for me, so it was really fun to do. I'll be putting out more videos like this. I'll be putting out videos in a couple weeks when Minecraft Live happens. I'll be doing update videos to keep you guys in the know of what updates are coming and what new mobs we can expect when the mob vote comes out sometime probably in the next week or so. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Almost Average, and I'll see you next time.